Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you for being part of the Jobu Sports Report. I'm knee deep into this keto 22-day challenge, or actually low carb challenge. Whenever I've done keto and stayed to it, it's actually worked really, really well for me. I am down about 20 pounds from where I was when I first started doing keto. Unfortunately, I keep having things that get in the way of staying on keto, Christmas and Super Bowl and trips away with friends, and you get the macaroni salad or the macaroni and cheese or all the breads and the pasta and lasagna, and you lose your mind. So we're trying to do a 22-day challenge to kind of reset and get everything going. We started going for walks in the evening and stuff, and so far since Monday, 2 days ago, I've dropped 4 pounds again. So what I'm going to do, this challenge actually has a turkey chili, and the recipe doesn't sound that great. It's basically turkey and chicken broth and zucchini and kale, but I'm going to go ahead and do my own version. But, the thing you got to love is bacon. So I'm going to brown some bacon in here, and I've got about a pound and a third of turkey, ground turkey, and about a pound and a third of hamburger. And after I finish browning this, I'm going to take this out, and then I'm going to go ahead and cook the turkey and the hamburger, along with, put in some red pepper, good old onion, couple of jalapeno peppers, chop those up, and then I have a jar of my mom's home canned tomatoes. Now the great thing about these home canned tomatoes is, the only thing she puts it in is like a little bit of salt. So there's no chemicals or preservatives, but not everybody has access to that. You can go ahead and use diced tomatoes that you can get from the store, but also use a can of tomato sauce and a can of rotel. And you can actually use a couple of cans of rotel instead of the other tomatoes. It's spicy, so hopefully you like it spicy. And then I use Chipotle chili powder, some Cayenne Pepper, dark chili powder, a little garlic salt, some pepper, and some cumin. That's basically about it. Now what I'm going to do with this tonight is, I'm actually going to make this like a taco salad. So, a bed of greens, we'll put some avocado sliced on it, and a couple tomatoes, and some fresh onions, some cheddar cheese, some hot sauce, and that's it. It's actually not that hard to make chili, and you can kind of get creative with making chili and make it your own kind of style. And I'll do different ones. Sometimes I'll actually use like some ribeye steak, and I'll take the steak and I'll cut it up into like little chunks, and I'll marinate it in with some red wine and some balsamic vinegar and Worcestershire sauce, with some of that Chipotle chili powder, a little bit of basil and a little bit of cumin, and it'll give it kind of a sweet taste to it with the balsamic vinegar, and do it almost like a stew, and let it slowly cook for hours, so that way the meat gets nice and tender on it. But this one is basically a ground beef meat chili, which is really good. And another thing you can do with this too is you can actually do a chili dog without the bread, and just put the chili and the cheese over the hot dogs, and that's still another keto type meal. Just got to make sure you get your fats and your vegetables in, and that's the biggest problem, is making sure that you get in all your fats, because if you don't get your fats in, you don't get your vegetables in, then you got a problem. Because you got to get your macros working correctly. And if you eat too much protein and not enough fats, what happens is your body turns the protein into sugar, and you're not in ketosis. All right. We've browned our bacon, so let's take that out. I'm going to leave that bacon fat in there because the ground turkey doesn't have much fat in it. And that'll help keep it from sticking. Let that cook down. I'm going to go ahead and put in the onion and the pepper, so that way that all gets seasoned up there together. I love cooking. Apologize that the cell phone keeps doing this auto-focusing because I move around too much. And one thing that I love is I actually just love to have a bowl of chili and some a dab of sour cream, some cheddar cheese slices, and some fresh raw onions, and plenty of hot sauce poured on top. What I really like is having some bread to dip in it, but can't do that. So I'm going to get this chili started. Then when the wife comes home, we'll go for a little walk. Right, guys? It's about 90 degrees outside. You guys ready for a walk? I think you guys are more ready for me to drop some food. Alright. So we're just going to go ahead and brown the meat with those veg. We're going to add a couple of cloves of garlic into this. And then we'll drain some of the fat off of it. We want to leave a little bit of that fat for that extra flavor to it. And then we're going to season it up. It's not hard to make chili. It's actually really simple. Now me, I like lots of garlic. Gotta love your garlic. You like garlic? Now some people, what they'll do is, and you can do it, they'll take the knife and they'll go ahead and they'll slam the garlic on the cutting board like this, which works. It does make the skin come off easy. But you'll notice that when you do that, you'll see juice that's all over the counter. And to me, that's some of the oils and some of the flavoring of the garlic that's getting lost. So take your time out and just go ahead and peel it off. Okay, don't be lazy when you're cooking. Okay. So here we got our peppers and our onions up in here, and we're just gonna brown that real good. A little bit. We'll chop up our garlic and add that. I like it kind of chunky. I like to taste my garlic. There we go. Add the garlic. Let me show you guys what we got over here. We'll cook this until it's brown. More chili powder. Ooh, definitely has a kick. Add a little more dark chili powder and a little more Chipotle chili powder to taste. Some people like a lot of chili and a little bit more salt. And one other thing I'm going to add to this. You remember yesterday when we were doing the herb chicken? I ended up making some chicken broth with the leftover pieces. So I took the chunks of chicken that had the fat and stuff on them when I was doing the chicken breast, and then I cooked that down. I'm just going to add a little bit of chicken broth into that. Make it a little soupier. And then we're just going to let this simmer for about an hour, or maybe a little longer, to let it break down the vegetables so they get real nice and soft. But that's going to be a nice tasting chili. And then we're just going to put it over top of a bed of lettuce and some tomatoes with some avocado and some sour cream. Great taco salad. Great keto meal. Look at that. Actually not that hard, is it? So we'll come back to this later on. We'll go ahead and top it on top of our salad. All right, so we've actually waited a couple of hours and our chili is cooked down. And look at that. Look at that. Where the meat has just kind of got nice and crumbly. You see the nice dark color. And what I'm going to do is, basically I'm just making a taco salad. I got a bed of lettuce. And I'm going to take a little bit of cheese. Put the cheese on the bottom here. Give me a scoop of chili. Oh, man, look at that. Look at that chili. Some of that chili. Put some more cheese on it. And I've got this homemade picante sauce. All this is some spring onions, some cherry tomatoes, some cilantro, a little bit of lemon juice, a jalapeno pepper, and chop it on up with a little bit of garlic salt and chili powder, and it's fantastic. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, and got the lemon taste in it as well, and the cilantro. And of course, some guacamole. Put some good old guacamole for our fats. And then we'll put some sour cream on that sucker. The only thing that I miss on this is having tortilla chips, but you know, I want to live longer. And of course, we'll put some green picante hot sauce. Yeah, nice and spicy. And voila, there you go. Nice turkey and beef taco salad. Look at this. Ooh. Get a little of that. There you go. Ooh. Yeah, that's got a good taste to it. So, we're eating pretty good, eating fresh, and hopefully get a little healthier. I'm Mark Holmes. If you look at the recipe book and see what's on for tomorrow.